Students, in the introduction to the microeconomics, we are going to learn definition of economics, economy, differentiation between micro and macroeconomics, and central problems of an economy. Now let's define economics. So economics is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce resources having alternate uses. This definition of economics is given by Professor Lionel Robbins. So according to this definition, human wants are unlimited and resources to satisfy these unlimited wants are limited. These resources are going to have alternate uses. We can put resources to alternate uses. For example, suppose you have 20 rupees. You go to the canteen, you buy batata vada. You can think of having a chocolate. You can buy samosa, or you can go for a soft drink. Now with 20 rupees, you cannot buy everything. So 20 rupees will not give you everything. So you have to make a choice. As your wants are more, you have to make a choice and you will satisfy the most urgent want first. So here there is a choice. We call it as a economic problem. So economic problem is a problem of choice arising out of unlimited wants and limited resources. Now let's see the next concept. Microeconomics. It is also known as price theory. Macroeconomics is also known as theory of income and employment, given by Professor Alfred Marshall. Macroeconomics is given by Professor J. M. Keynes. Now, microeconomics, it deals with the small units. So, it studies the economic problem at the level of an individual, that is individual consumer, individual producer. Macro means big. It studies the economic problem at the level of an economy as a whole. That is aggregate demand. We call it as total demand in an economy. Aggregate supply, total supply in an economy, and total savings. So it is concerned with the determination of price and output of the firm or industry, whereas macroeconomics is concerned with the aggregate output and general price level in the economy as a whole. So what we say about the economy? So economy is a system which provides the people a means to work and earn their living. So economy provides us resources to earn our livelihood. As we say, economic problem is an universal problem. Everyone is going to face the economic problem. So do the economy. Now let us see the central problems of an economy. What to produce? Producer or economy cannot produce everything. Economy has to make a choice what kind of goods they are going to produce, as they have limited resources and wants are unlimited. Either they will produce single-use consumer goods such as bread and butter, or durable goods like television, AC, mobile, or they will produce guns and bullets. So economy has to decide between war goods or civilian goods, consumer goods or producer goods, such as machines, tools and equipments, etc. And in what quantity these goods will be produced, so that a rational allocation of resources will lead to maximum profit. Next. How to produce? How to produce is a problem of choice between different technique of production that can be used in the process of production. When more labor and less machines are used, it is known as labor-intensive technique of production. A technique in which more capital or machines are used and less labor is used, it is known as capital-intensive technique of production. A labor surplus economy like India will opt for labor-intensive technique of production, whereas labor deficit economy like Japan will go for capital-intensive technique of production. Here, best technique is that which uses minimum possible input so that the maximum output is produced at a minimum cost. Next, whom to produce? Whom to produce is a problem of distribution. How total output will be divided among the different section of the society. Since resources are scarce, no economy can satisfy all the wants of the people, either it is of rich or poor. So free economy will produce certainly those goods which will give them maximum profit. So they are going to go for luxurious good, but it will widen the gap between rich and poor. So in order to have a social justice, government will intervene and allocate the resources in the production of goods for poor section of the society by giving subsidies or tax breaks. Sometimes government even buy these goods and services and sell it at a nominal price or free of cost to the people so that social justice is attained. Thank you.